as we said, the turning point is in our consciousness. Our consciousness is a very complicated affair. Volumes have been written about it, both in the East and in the West. We are not aware of our own consciousness. And to examine that complicated consciousness, one has to be free to look, to be choicelessly aware of its movement. And that's what we're going to do together. When we use the word together, it is not that the speaker is directing you to look at it in a particular way, or to listen to all the movement, inward movement of our consciousness. We are together looking at consciousness, which is not yours or mine, theirs or his. Consciousness is common to all mankind. All mankind, whether they live in the Far East or Near East, West, or in the Far West, that consciousness, with all its content, is common to all mankind. When you go to India or the Far East, there they suffer inwardly as well as outwardly as here. They're anxious, uncertain, utterly despairingly lonely, as you are here. They have no security, jealous, greedy, envious, suffering. And as in the West, it is the same thing. So human consciousness is one whole, is not your consciousness or mine. It is the consciousness of humanity. Please understand this. It is logical, sane, rational. Because wherever you go, in whatever clime you live, whether you are affluent or degradingly poor, whether you believe in God or in Christ or some other entity, the belief, the faith is common to all mankind. The picture may vary. The image may be different. The symbol may be totally different from another. But that is common to all mankind. This is not a mere verbal statement. If you take it as a verbal statement, as an idea, as a concept, then you will not see the depth of it, the deep significance involved in this. The significance is that Your consciousness is the consciousness of all humanity. Because you suffer, you're anxious, you're lonely, insecure, confused, exactly like another who lives 10,000 miles away from you. The realization of it, the feeling of it, the feeling in your guts, if I may use that word, is totally different from mere verbal acceptance of that. When one realizes that you are the rest of mankind, you have a tremendous energy. You have broken through the narrow groove of individuality, the narrow circle of me and you, they and we. And we are going to examine together this very, very complex consciousness of man. Not the European man, not the Asiatic man, or the Middle East man, but this extraordinary movement that has been going on for millions of years as conscious movement in time. Please, don't accept what the speaker is saying. And then it'll have no meaning. But if you begin to doubt, you begin to question, be skeptical, to inquire, not hold on to your own particular belief, faith, experience, or the accumulated knowledge that you have been given, or that you have, and reduced it all some kind of petty little me. If you do that, you will not, if one may point out very respectfully, you are not facing the tremendous issue that is facing man. So together, I mean together. You think one way, I think another. Together, as human beings, confronted with this tremendous danger of existence of whole of humanity. Because the atom bomb, the wars, whether it is in the Middle East or somewhere else, the terror that is spreading all over the world, the kidnapping, the killing, the brutality of it all. We as human beings are responsible for all this. So we have to examine very closely and carefully the state of consciousness. We understand the meaning of that word, to be conscious, to be aware, to recognize, to see what our actual consciousness is.